Let me ask you this. When you see in the American press that they regurgitate, they burp up the Hamas casualty information and blame the Israelis, no matter how many experts, John Spencer and others, they get to the bottom, they say, no, this can't be true, that's not what's taking place. It's still going on, and now they even report it without giving the source. It's Hamas is the source. No. So they take a terrorist organization's numbers and they use them over and over and over again. No. You're back in Israel, you're watching the New York Times, the Washington Post, CNN, whatever it is. What goes through your mind when you see them? They keep pushing the terrorist propaganda against your country.
Yeah, well, I think that's the other front. We had a seven front war, we won on all fronts and winning on all fronts. But this is the eighth front. The disinformation campaign is among us. It takes a second for a lie to circulate the world, and then you have to battle it with the only weapon you have, which is the truth. And truth is slower than lies and more difficult to ascertain because you have to get the facts. When you lie, you can say anything, and it's instantaneous. When you tell the truth, you have to ascertain the facts, and until you do that, in the electronic age, boy, that lie could encircle the earth, 1,000 times. So it's a handicap, but we'll fight the information war too. Basically, you have the weapon of truth. We just have to be more efficient at disclaiming this, and I think we have to shame the media that does this. I mean, I know you're sort of tepid and mild about that. You should continue with your passion to speak for the truth and to shame those who spread the lies. I don't see any other solution. Do you?
No. Let me ask you this. You see, as the prime minister of the only Jewish state, what's going on in Europe with anti-Semitism, what's going on in the United States. You see it growing. You see certain political parties overseas that are actually embracing aspects of this. You see countries that are turning on the Jews, turning on Israel, trying to get you prosecuted and thrown in prison and things of this sort. Give us what goes through your mind when you see this. And I will say in our country, our president is fighting this tooth and nail. Yep. Full government, every step of the way. Sure. He is committed to this. I don't see it in a lot of other places of the world, do you?
Well, I see things that maybe are not commonly evident in the main media. First of all, I see tremendous admiration for Israel, especially now after the 12-day war. I mean, we're getting this from many parts of Europe, Eastern Europe, but also Western Europe. People are saying, boy, you really did. As the German chancellor said, you did our work for us. He said, our dirty work. No, it's not dirty. I thought we did it fairly cleanly. But I hear it from people around the world, not only because you side with the winner, but with the way we won. Just the precision, the guts, and the expertise are just our amazing pilots, our amazing intelligence people, the Mossad work, the Army's work, these brave soldiers. I mean, and the brave people, they took a hit. It's like the Blitz. It's like the Blitz. I mean, everybody speaks of the British people during the Blitz. Well, let me speak about the people of Israel during our Blitz, and they held fast, they were fine. And I visited these bomb sites, and you know what people told me there? Prime Minister, don't stop. Go after Iran. We're with you. Don't be afraid. We'll manage it. I was so proud of them, That's the real story of Israel, The sons of the ministers are on the front lines, risking their lives. The people are united. The soldiers fight like lions. Our pilots strike like lightning. Our alliance with America, there's a roar that is heard around the earth. That's what's happening now. Now, does that fight back the anti-Semites? In a way, yes, because anti-Semitism targets the Jews because they're prominent, but weak. Well, we're not weak. And the world has been habituated to the Jew as a victim, perfect victim. During our centuries of wandering, we were massacred, pogromed, expelled and exiled, and finally burnt in the ovens of Auschwitz. So the world got used to us as a perfect victim. Now they have to get used to us as an equal among the nations, and we will not be slaughtered again. And, you know, we have to act like a nation on the chessboard of nations and to apply power, not viciously, not with incredible cruelty like Iran and its proxies and its murderous monsters, but in a way that honors the battlefield and honors our brave soldiers and honors the traditions that we have adopted together, America, Israel, and others. Yeah, we're doing the right thing, and it will change. That perception will change because, not merely because we're winning, but because we're winning in a moral way, in a just way. And the media that will be shaped will learn this. And the social media that is falsifying this, why should we not be on that battlefield as well? Why should we abrogate? We've long abrogated this battlefield, but I intend to change that. I'm not going to let these lies continue unchallenged. And just as they spread lies, we'll spread truth. But to the media, your colleagues, not all of them, but a lot of them, you know what I say? Shame on you. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's not journalism. That's not ethical. That's succumbing to the worst propaganda. It's like, oh well, we got some reports from Goebbels. He was the minister of disinformation for the Nazi regime, and that's what these are. These are neo-Nazis. In fact, the previous chancellor of Germany came to see me in the beginning of the war against Hamas, and he said, they're exactly like the Nazis.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.